You know, I'm guilty of one thing. Waiting for the big boom of life to come and let me know that I've arrived. I push and keep looking for the moment. But after 30 years, that moment still hasn't arrived. Then I heard about the Bell Rock in Sedona. People speak of the vortex here. A vortex that has literally made trees grow twisted up. A vortex that has been rumored to give you premonitions. And I knew that's the boom I'm looking for.
Sedona doesn't even look like it's a real place, but I guarantee you, this is not CGI. This is the freaking world, yo. It's beautiful. Heck yeah. Hold up, that bag in there. I have no clue what the Bell Rock is, but it's one of the many vortex, one of the few vortexes here. I have no clue what a vortex does, but we about to figure that out.
Sedona is a beautiful place full of otherworldly wonder, and Quincy and I made our way into the beautiful desert determined to get to Bell Rock. I pictured the vortex like a force field, and once I stepped in, I'd feel something that impacts my body and I'd start to transform like the Hulk. And on our way up there, we couldn't help but notice the beautiful scenery and even the calming wind. It felt like I needed to sit back and enjoy myself before I walked through this life-changing vortex. And I did. We did get lost for a bit on our way up there, but I was determined to find my way up. And then we saw two girls sitting down, and we found out that we had to climb to get to the level that they were at. So Quincy and I found a basket of rocks that symbolized where we would climb, and we began our ascent. I could feel my heart pounding more and more as I got closer to the flat rock where the girls were sitting. I knew that once I got up there, I was going to have a different experience, start growing different like the trees. I thought even my camera might start messing up. And as we climbed our way up there, I realized something. No, I thought it was me. And you know what? I was determined to get this feeling. So I decided that I was going to climb higher. I saw a man and his dog sitting down. They were getting what I wanted. So I decided I was going to climb higher and higher and higher. And as I kept climbing, I started getting a headache. And with each step, it just kept getting more severe. And as I stood there alone, I was so upset. Felt as though I've failed to have this vortex change my life. And this getaway was worth nothing. And I stopped, I looked up, and I see a place perched between some rocks.
I just want to meditate for like 10 minutes on this Bell Rock. I'm going to do it on this rock right behind me.
To sit down seemed to be counterproductive. Nevertheless, I went to the rock, sat down, and closed my eyes. The silence was healing, and suddenly I started seeing what looked like solar flares zipping around my head like cars on a NASCAR track. And as I started meditating, I started thinking, what I'm looking for, it might actually be here. I've lived with the fear my whole life that if I don't continue to move forward, that I'll end up missing something. And it never occurred to me that maybe that thing is trying to catch up to me. I just keep running away from it. The world didn't seem to be the same to me anymore. And for the first time, it felt like it had no limits. And as I made my way to Quincy, he asked me,
"Did you get any premonitions?"
All I could say was, "I don't know. But my eyes feel opened." There is no huge event that transforms your life, but we must be still enough to recognize the vision, do what it takes to get there, and feel the changes that begin to happen. During that process, your experiences, maturity, and perception will steadily change as you start to see and accept and put that energy into the atmosphere. And with that, our reality begins to bend to what we believe. And when I left Arizona, I realized that I'm different. Not because something big came, but because I've changed how I view not only this world, but myself.